People confess the dumbest things they did when they were kids. I thought it would be a great practical joke to bury a corn holder. It's a small handle with two sharp prongs to hold corn on the cob, pointy side up, in my yard and wait for someone to step on it. Of course, being a kid, after all, I lost interest after a time and forgot. Sometime later in the summer, while walking barefoot, yes, I stepped on it. It hurt real bad. When I was 6 or so, I convinced the girl who lived next door, who was intellectually disabled and a couple of years older, that I had built a robot clone of myself. I would go inside and come back out acting like a robot, complete with glitchy speech and movement. Then when I got tired of pretending to be a robot, I would tell her I needed to recharge and switch back. When I was 11, my friend and I soaked a tennis ball in gasoline and lit it on fire, and with gloves on tossed it around with my friend. Just cause. Ended up throwing it to him in an arc and he missed and it slid down his chest, leaving an on-fire gasoline trail on his shirt. Had first-degree burns and we got in a lot of trouble for that one. I gave my little brother X-Lax, this is a laxative, and told him it was chocolate when we were under 10. I knew it would give him diarrhea, but I didn't know how badly. It was messed up. In 7th grade, my best friend asked me if I would go and ask the boy she liked if he liked her and if he would go out with her. I went over and asked him if he liked her. He said no. Then I asked if he liked me. He said yes, and then I asked him to be my boyfriend. He said yes. Then I went right back to my friend and told her that he didn't like her, but that he liked me and he was now my boyfriend. I don't know why I did that. I was pretty young when this happened, maybe 13 years old. I was in a hot tub with my friends and I thought I had to fart. It was not a fart. Pooped in my bathing suit, so I casually grabbed it with my hand and while no one was looking I dropped it behind the hot tub. I flipped off people while going for a walk with my parents when I was 5. I didn't realize that was a bad thing to do. In 7th grade, I lit a poster on fire that was hanging on the basement wall adjacent to my parents' indoor heating oil tank. I ate coins. I made my brother and his friends a jug of Kool-Aid with water from the toilet. I helped a Jewish kid steal a Christmas tree. He complained his family never had a Christmas tree. My older brother pissed me off, so I pissed in his super soaker. When I was in 2nd grade, I said my teacher was stabbing kids with pencils. The others were brought in one at a time and questioned. This did not happen and I remember the teacher fondly and have no idea why I did it. When I was 8, I stole my father's nickel collection and spent it on penny candy. I used to have a couple of bullies in the 1st grade. One day they decided it would be a good idea to strap me to a bench and strip me. So you know what I did? I pooped my pants right then and there. They never bothered me again. When I was in 1st grade, a girl wouldn't let me in her club. So the next morning our teacher took away her sunglasses because she was wearing them during class. During recess, I snuck into the classroom and placed the sunglasses inside the girl's desk. Then I told the teacher when we got back that I saw her take her sunglasses back during recess. My teacher believed me, the girl denied it. The teacher looked inside her desk and the sunglasses were there. She got in trouble for not only stealing but for lying about it. No one ever found out it was me all along. And that is just one story of why I am going to hell. Growing up in the 80s, every time I swore, my parents threatened to wash my mouth out with a bar of soap. I got tired of hearing it, so the next time they made the threat I went to the bathroom, came back with a bar of soap and with a smile on my face proceeded to scrub my mouth with it. Can't make it a punishment if I enjoy it. My stepmom was abusive to me, so when she'd fall asleep I'd say mean things to her hoping she'd hear it in her dreams. It was extremely stupid. When I was little, I'd ask for a bowl of ice cream and wait for it to melt, then dunk my big toe in it and suck it off my toe. I stole my deceased maternal grandmother's $30K engagement ring and lost it on the playground when I was 6 years old while my parents were losing the house. I liked holding shiny things and I forgot about it. We were basically almost homeless because of what I did. Dark thoughts. My friends and I used to walk around shooting windows out with BB guns. This progressed to using it on people until one person threatened to call the police, and our families found out. I feel horrible about it now. Kids really are assholes. One time I peed in my cousin's ear from the top bunk. When I was 5, I saw my brother laying on the floor. I decided to pee all over my brother. We had decided to become a foster family. Dad's at work, mom's at the grocery, 16-year-old me is home alone when DSS makes the fateful call. I sound exactly like my dad, so they thought I was him. We've got an 18-month-old boy, do you want him? We said we'd be a foster family for you, so yeah, sure, we want him. Great, he'll be there in 30 minutes. Called Dad at the office, said we need some stuff at the grocery that wasn't on Mom's list, can you bring it home? What do we need so bad it can't wait? Diapers. And that's the messed up way I told my dad about his new son. Erased my bully's Super Mario Bros. Level, he was at 8/10 worlds. And I never felt more proud. My family had a dirty clothes pile. We didn't have a dirty clothes basket or anything like that. We'd pile it near the washer, and whenever my mom had time to do it, she'd throw it in the wash. This pile was next to my bedroom door. Me, using my stupid kid logic, decided that instead of walking down the hall to the bathroom, I'd just pee on the pile. Made perfect sense at the time, the clothes were dirty anyway. My poor mother had to wash really foul-smelling dirty clothes, as the pile usually took about 3 days before it was enough clothes to be washed. I still feel bad about it. Love you, Mom. I thought only females were only supposed to have nipples, so I tried to cut mine off. I used to pee on my brother's bed in the mornings so I would get the first crack at video games or TV while he helped clean up his mess. My parents used to peel my apples because kids can have trouble swallowing and chewing the skin. I was upset I wasn't allowed it, and when they weren't looking I took the skin out of the garbage and ate it. I would make animal tails out of paper, tape them to my butt, then pretend I was said animal and run around on all fours, making animal noises. My dad had bad OCD and made the family miserable because of it. As a teenager, on Fridays after school, I would rearrange the furniture in the house or his precious tools in his workshop, garage, and then disappear for the weekend. As an adult, I realize he couldn't control it and he loved us deep down, and I feel guilty about it. But at the time it was hilarious to me and my siblings, and it felt good. In 8th grade, in the fall season, my friends and I were hanging out in this tunnel. It was filled with dry leaves. As we sat on the walls of the tunnel, I was mindlessly throwing matches into the leaves. I had this weird obsession with fire since I was really young. I was spacing out just staring at the little flames until my friend grabbed me and pointed out how fast it was spreading. We started stomping on the leaves and the fire just kept rapidly spreading. We looked at the openings of the tunnel and black smoke was just pluming out of both ends. Ultimately we ran. I tried to look at the sun with a magnifying glass. My cousins lived off a pretty major street growing up. We would put logs in the road for cars to run over because it would make a loud sound when it hit the bottom of their car. We did this for a while until a motorcycle almost ran over it and we realized how dangerous it was. Got detention in 6th grade. They gave me a slip I had to make my parents sign so they would know that I had gotten detention. I forged my dad's signature, who happened to be deployed in Iraq at the time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. Comment down below with your own story.